What's up, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so this month I feel like it has been flying, but we're already in the mid-month readings. So this will be from December 15th to January 15th, and this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so let's see what is going on for the sign of Libra from December 15th to January 15th. Okay, let's see what's happening with you guys. All right, what is going on for the sign of Libra? Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that you have is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So there can definitely be something significant, something that you may have been passionate about that you're choosing to leave behind. Okay. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse, which is a card about decision making. But it looks like after some time off, there is going to be some happiness that comes from this after you guys, finish taking a break and move forward from whatever it was that was conflicting you. For some of you, that could have been a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? But definitely a fallout that you had. Yep, it's still showing that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So, for some of those, if this has to do with love, it could have been due to a third-party interference. But let's get into this and see what's up. The first card that you guys have for the past is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So with the Five of Cups in the reverse, there's something that you felt a loss over. There's something that you felt sadness over, but you are starting to get yourself into a more positive mindset, at that point. Why is this Five of Cups here? Okay, Star card in the reverse. It's just something that you lost faith in, okay? Something that you stopped, hoping on and waiting on. There goes the Ace of Wands again. So definitely something that you guys had to let go, but that you were healing from. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So kind of the same, feeling as the Five of Cups in the reverse, where it could have been something that made you feel rejected, or maybe you rejected someone else. But there is this sense of, it could even be with money, okay? Maybe things were very hard financially. But I see you guys, just getting out of, rough times. And with the Judgment card upright, it's showing that you walking away was the best thing. And now that you guys could be, in a healing phase in the past. And there goes that Three of Cups in the reverse. So for a lot of you, you could have been, just healing, okay, from a third-party situation, from a relationship that you may have had to end. For others of you, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, it could be a card about seclusion, not going out, not really wanting to party, not wanting to be social. So it could have been something that you just had to keep to yourself for a little bit, okay? But now you're able to move forward, and you're able to look at this thing and just walk away from it, okay, with that Eight of Cups there. So you guys are definitely walking away from something that you were emotionally invested in, but that's going to be something that makes you guys happy with the Nine of Cups, okay? And with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, yeah, it could have been a major loss. Even for some of you, it could have been a financial loss that you were taking here, but it's something that's going to make you happy, okay? If some of you were actually losing money here, I think that at this point you're like, you know what, the loss is the loss, but I'm just happy I'm, out of this situation. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So if it was a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you guys were dealing with, it's like they're kind of at a standstill. They're in limbo. Or this could be you guys, taking on this energy, not knowing how you want to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse won't move until they see a feasible path for them, okay? And there may be a sense that you guys are still stuck in your head about information that came out, okay? A lie that came out, whether it be your lie or someone else's lie. But I see a new start coming in that's going to be awesome for you guys. It could be with business, it could be with love. But we have the Ace of Pentacles here, followed by the Moon card in the reverse. So a new start, something that's going to last for a long time. There's definitely going to be a building stage with this, but it's going to last a long time. And with the Ten of Cups, something that makes you extremely happy. For some of you, it could be with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others, it could be something that you're just extremely passionate about, where you're going to have a leadership role in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? But definitely a new start coming in. In the present moment, we have the King of Swords in the reverse, okay? So this is going to be your energy. Now, although leaving this behind is something that will make you happy, you know, right now I feel that there's a sense of you guys either could be angry, you know, about what you're leaving behind, or maybe, you know, because I have to look at both sides. You guys could have done something to really upset someone else, and you could be coming from a very selfish standpoint. And I say this because the King of Swords in the reverse, you know, it's the cruelest king. So it's going to be one of two things, you know, someone who's just cruel just because they want to be cruel, just because they're hurt and they just don't know how to project their feelings onto others. Or this could be a situation where someone pushed you to this point, okay? So now you blew up because you were pushed there. All right? Next card we have is the Temperance card. So it could literally just be you guys going off on somebody, but then it's like, you're calm. And with the High Priestess in the reverse here, whatever this was in the past, I feel that there was a lot of red flags. I feel that there was a lot of warning signs, but you guys may have been too in your head to even realize it. Okay, with the High Priestess in the reverse, it's somebody who's aware of things. You know, you still have that gut instinct, but you're ignoring it. This could also be somebody who's feeling insecure about a certain topic, but with whatever you're leaving, it's bringing you balance, for sure. All right, next card we have is the Two of Cups. So this could be new love coming in. This could be, you know, a new job, a new relationship, a new partnership that's happening, but something that's going to make you feel very good. And we have the Page of Swords. So, you know, it could be you guys communicating with this person, you know, telling them how you feel. For some of you, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So, yeah, you could be getting into something new, something that you're going to work hard on. For some of you, this is going to be work, okay, just with all the pentacles I'm seeing. For others of you, you know, you're just going into a new situation, or maybe, you know, a new relationship, or just talking to someone new. With the Page of Swords, I see this as being the initial stages, though, something that you're just starting to talk about, okay? But although you may feel conflicted due to maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you had a fallout with, or just anyone that you had a fallout with, I still see this being a better situation for you guys, because we have the Justice card here where, you know, the scales have balanced, okay? If you were on, you know, the short end of this karmic, you know, situation, then I see things, you know, balancing out for you guys. We have the Emperor here. So you guys are literally going into a position of power, okay, where you're feeling good about yourselves, okay, where you're able to look at your past experiences and say, what was it that I learned? And even if there's someone who's manipulating you, it's okay, because this is going to be someone who sees through that, okay? And you guys may be having a hard time moving away, but it just shows that it's probably not the best thing to stay in, whatever this is, okay? And nothing against, you know, the person or the situation. There's just certain times where, you know, you could have two people who are genuinely, you know, good people that mean well, but sometimes, you know, we just bring out the worst in other people, and it's something that we don't mean to do. Everybody's going to have something that makes them click in a negative way, and this could have been that sort of situation where, you know, there's just that click. Some people just aren't meant to vibe, guys, okay? Moving forward, we have the Fool card in the reverse, where you see this is something that you don't want to take a risk with anymore, okay? Not a path that you want to take. And with the Two of Wands in the reverse, you know, you could feel a little lost about this, not knowing how you want to move forward because of this fallout that happened. Okay, and I feel that a lot of you, you know, moving forward into the future, you're going to be looking back at this situation. All right. We have the Lovers card here. So for some of you, this could be you guys looking back at how good things used to be. For others of you, it's someone, you know, from your past that may be coming in, you know, to unite with you. All right. We have the World card. So the World card is all about a phase that ends and something new that comes into our life. It's so funny because, side note, I was reading a forum about what people hate about YouTube tarot readers, and it is the best read I ever had. Eli, buddy, you gotta chill with that. You've been having snacks like for the past hour. But yeah, so it was talking about what people hate the most, and it's something I want to clear the air with. There's a lot of people that says, oh, I hate it when a tarot reader says, you know, some of you could be ending something and some of you could be starting something. When you guys see cards like this, or you see the Death card, it literally means change. So that's why we say it, because if you're in a relationship, you done? All right, go somewhere, buddy. Be productive. So it depends where you are. If you're in a relationship, you know, that's going to mean that you're getting out of it. If you're out of a relationship, then that change is going to be you getting into one, okay? So just to clear the air, we're not sitting here talking shit. It's just, we're talking to a huge group of people, so we have to put out all aspects of this. So that's what it's going to be. For the majority of you, though, I really feel that this is just you ending the phase with this person that you may have been very close to. And again, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a good friend. It could be a family member, you know? But I just feel that there's things that come to light, okay? And there's a sense of heartbreak. But with the Sun card here, there's always going to be good things that come in, okay? Despite how you guys may be feeling now, okay? The last card we have here going into the future is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you know, this is a situation where somebody was just putting in a lot more effort than someone else. All right, and you guys are feeling unbalanced. You're kind of juggling things in your head. You know, did I make the right move by letting this go? Did I make the right choice? And we have the Queen of Wands. So again, for some of you, this could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others of you, you could just be coming into this position of power. You know, even though there's a sense of not knowing where you want to go. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, I really see you guys having a hard time letting it go. But with the Seven of Wands, you're going to stand your ground because you see the situation clearly for what it is. Okay, and you're going to bring yourself back. You're going to kind of seclude yourself for a bit. All right, and it shows that, you know, if you were to start something new with this person or with this job, you'd end up having to really guard yourself. And with the Devil card here, it'd be very, very toxic. And it's just something that you have to cut out. And with the Hierophant here, the universe wants you to cut it out. But it also wants you to move forward, keep working hard, and fight through the bullshit, okay? Find your sense of stability. Find your sense of, you know, getting back to who you guys are, okay? So, yeah, there's going to be a sense of, you know, do I want to stay? Do I want to go? And it could be very, very hard. But I see, you know, things working in a very, very positive way for you for letting this go. And I like that this is going to be, you know, going into the new year. So you guys could really be starting, you know, on a new slate. Okay, solid reading, Libra. Now let's see what your cards of, or what your oracle card of advice is going to be. Okay, same, I use every single month. Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Okay, what is the advice for the sign of Libra from December 15th to January 15th? Love it. Rebirth. Okay. Yes, you're going into a new phase in your life. Yes, it might be difficult to go into that new phase. Yes, it might be uncomfortable to go into that new phase. But change brings power, guys, okay? Discomfort brings power at the end of it if you, you know, learn to think of things in a positive way. Now, let's see what this says. So, spring equinox, rebirth. You thought this passage you have been through would never end. Just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months, it makes its return, and earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of the light. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind us of the continental cycles of Earth Mother. This cycle of rebirth you are experiencing follows a considerably challenging time. Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating, which is now ripe and ready to emerge. That which no longer serves you needs to be put to rest so that a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Sometimes birth can be painful, particularly in the passage just before delivery. Yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of this next cycle with faith and grace. So yeah, there was painful things, guys, that you had to leave behind, you know, and I really feel a huge sense of instability that you guys might feel, or just really questioning, did you make the right choice by, you know, letting this thing go? But if you feel that there's been a lot of pain, if you feel that there's just been a lot of just uncertainty with your life and what you're doing, that's all to get you ready, okay? And I was saying this in the Virgo video, but the bigger our pain in a situation, the bigger our purpose. If something really negative and heavy happened for you, get up, because there's something huge that the world needs from you. There's something that you have to do. Things are tragic sometimes, okay? But out of tragedy can come the most beautiful things. If it wasn't for tragedy, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the good things in our life. If it wasn't for the bad in this world, how can we know what good is? Okay? So you guys are in a place where you're emerging. You're going into something new. It's going to be something that's big. You guys had pulled the World card. Where is it at? Okay? So with this card right here, it always talks about, you know, something that's ending, a phase that's ending, something new that you're going into. But what's most important about this card is that new thing that you're going into is going to be powerful. Think of this as being on a world scale. Okay, so it might be painful, but the universe knows what it's doing. Anything that's not meant, you know, to be in your life, anything that you feel that you have to force, is going to pull it out eventually. Okay, because it's just not meant for you. So you have to ask yourself, you know, was I in a place that I had to force someone to be around me, or I had to force a situation, or I had to really, really force myself up to get to this job where, you know, I feel mistreated, or, you know, that I know I'm not going to be able to grow. And if you're feeling that way, then it's just not meant for you. Okay, things that are truly meant for us, the destiny that's meant for us, the path that we're meant to go on is going to just kind of fall into your life out of nowhere. And I feel that, well, I know when things happen to us that's really, really bad, it's to help us find our purpose, okay? Because it puts us in an uncomfortable position. It makes us think. It makes us reflect on our past, and makes us ask, you know, how did I get here? All right, so don't worry about things that you can't change. Don't worry about time that you think you wasted. Nothing is ever a waste of time. Take what you learned, okay? You don't like how that person treated you? You don't like how that job was? Good. Now, if somebody similar to that person comes back into your life, you'll be able to pick up on it right away. If you go to a new job interview, and as you're walking, you know, through the office to go to the manager's office, and you just feel that negative heaviness, and it's like you just walked in for the first time, that's, you know, that's your intuition. That's learning, and it's growing. It's becoming wiser, and that's something that you guys have to listen to. If you're with somebody that makes you feel a sense of discomfort, there's really no need to explain yourself if you remove yourself from the situation. You know, just let them know, I have to be on my own right now. You know, I have things I want to do. I just want to focus. Okay, we don't really have time to deal with those negative energies. And I don't care who it is. Sometimes, you know, our closest family members could be toxic, and, you know, you help them as best as you can. But if you feel like it's pulling you down, you have to kind of, you know, put yourself to the side while you figure out what it is that you want to do. Okay, when you're working on something big, and you're working on something that is truly meant for you, not everybody is going to have your vision. Okay, not everybody's going to see things the way that you do. So if there's someone who's not in alignment with what you want to do, you're just going to have to put them on the side. It doesn't have to be forever, but you're going to have to learn how to get through things. And you guys are going to have to learn how to, you know, really trust your gut when there's new people or new experiences coming in. Does this remind you of the person who put you through hell? You probably shouldn't continue that relationship. Okay, if there's anything that triggers you, if there's anything that reminds you, that's your consciousness, that's your higher self warning you. If your gut is telling you something, you don't want to ignore it, okay? Because our gut knows things that, you know, only God, only the universe understands, okay? So that's something that is put in us to just avoid bad situations. So, you know, all in all, there might be some of you who are unsure if this was the best move, you know, to get out of that situation. And yes, it is, okay? So if it's painful, know that pain is nothing more than a vibration. The best example, and I used this months ago, think of those metal mixing bowls, right? That we, you know, season meat in, whatever. If you take that bowl and you throw it on a tile floor, you're going to hear it vibrating. It's going to be really loud. It's going to just, you're going to hear that ring in your ear. But what happens if you literally, you know, if you literally pick up that bowl and you go like this? It stops instantly. We can get a grip on our emotions, okay? Just decide that you guys want better for yourself. Decide that it was a situation that it wasn't serving you. Get a grip and move forward. You know, take what you learned. You know, grieve if you need to. Go for it. But don't let it, you know, keep you back. Start focusing on solutions. You know, if it's something, especially if it's happened in the past already, we don't want to focus on, you know, that problem or that person because it's already happened. We can't change it. What are you going to do from this point on to elevate yourself, to be a better person, okay? To elevate your mind. What are you going to do? If they weren't helping you do that, don't worry about them. Just keep doing what you guys have to do, and don't ever let anybody take your power, okay? Don't ever let somebody tell you that you're not worthy, that there's things in this world that aren't meant for you that you can't do. You could do whatever the hell you set your mind to, all right? I love you guys, and I think that this was a very fantastic reading. Now, for those of you that do want personal readings, it's going to be a 3 to 5 day wait. If you want to get in touch with me instantly, I have the app called InstantGo. The link is below. It's slightly more than, you know, the regular readings that you guys can get, only because you can literally call or text me, you know, on the app. But if you guys can wait and you have, you know, 3 to 5 days to just chill, then get the video email. I also offer emergency readings, okay? And I record the reading. I'll send it to you guys. You'll have your own private link. I'll never take the video down. And that I'll get to you within 24 hours, okay? So there's a bunch of ways for me to work with you guys. And if you want me to read something that's not on there, just shoot me an email, okay? I'm open, but I'm not going to do anything that has to do with, like, deceased people or, like, pets and shit like that. Nah, I don't want to fuck with that. But other than that, I love y'all. And I hope that you guys have an amazing new year, okay? Hit it with a bang. Take care, guys.